Sorry, what's a unicorn waffle fry?
It's a good way to open the stream. Thank you, Christian.
What?
With your sweet vocals. I don't know what word was just about to come out of my mouth. Swix, maybe? Any hoodles.
John, look.
During our last session, the team began their recovery from a very strenuous trip through another plane they only know as Wonderlands, a place where Char and Mally have formerly been known to frequent. Taking the remaining time of their day in Fury Keep, they discussed Felix's growing scales and how they might treat them while in Dragon's Vale, the next location they are destined to travel. After joking and laughing for a moment, they changed course and tried to find Diana with some help from Cedric, only to find out that she had locked herself away in their room with their mysterious package, drunk and expressing her feelings of abandonment. The team told her their intentions to leave for Dragon's Vale the following day and asked Diana what they think their options with Morta might be. To which she said she had little to no idea, as even she was not aware of the power that Morta had access to. Taking time in the solemn silence, Hadrian pored over the blank pages of instructions, or what were supposed to be instructions, he was intending to follow in order to find their train ride out of the town the following day before falling asleep with his friends. We begin this session on the night of Saturday, July 17th, in a nightmare held by one Felixis Moonbourne.
I forgot that's where I left off. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
There's actually going to be another part where when Hadrian comes in, something that we worked on. Oh, there you are.
Hadrian's here.
Hadrian,
He's here.
perfect timing.
Yeah, I know.
That was 12 minutes.
Wait.
My Discord needed to push. My Discord needed to push 15 updates apparently. So
That happens to me like every time I use it.
I was like 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, I'm right on time, and then it's like, oh, Discord just wants to be sucky.
When that stupid little face thing just keeps spinning, and you're like, how many updates does this have?
Oh.
Anyway,
Session named Visions of Regret. Oh, Lord.
it is. As each of you do drift off into the night, into the night, a grim scene paints itself in front of Felix. Muddied and blood-stained roads lead from one ruined city to another. Horrible creatures lining the entire way. Missing limbs, soulless eyes, ragged clothing, and a thirst for flesh. Their master having long since passed, but their reign of terror never finding an epilogue. Untamed arcana arcs through the air, beasts that once resembled proud dragons roaring, their eyes aglow and surrounded by the dripping flesh of their own. Another arc of energy flashes, and Felix is awakened, a shock connecting betwixt both him and Hadrian. So the two of you kind of jolt up for a second, and Hadrian has this kind of an intense pain on his leg, and upon kind of checking himself out a little bit, he does find a scar on his leg that somewhat resembles some of the scales that Felix has.
And I see that?
You can make a groggy perception check. Unless
Grog.
Hadrian is just like, look at this, look what you did to me.
Oh, it's not a good perception check, but let me look. 7.
It's pretty groggy. You definitely felt the shock between you two, and maybe you see Hadrian shuffling about with his clothing and with the blankets and so forth, but you don't see what he's looking at.
He'll jolt awake.
Hadrian, are you awake?
Yeah, did you feel that?
Yeah, and I had a very, very intense dream during my trancing.
Hmm.
Did you have any dreams last night? Or I guess right now?
Can you check on my lower leg? It feels weird.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like itchy. Can you take a look at it? I don't want to touch it.
All right, can you roll your pant leg up so I can see?
Sure.
What color are this? What color are the scales? Hello?
He's thinking about it.
Oh,
No, sorry. I thought you were asking Crib. Red and black.
my what? Okay. Would Felix put together that? I mean, obviously, since he has cold, he would associate red with fire as Arkul.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, you can determine like that in his groggy state if he could put that. I mean, but yeah, it's not outside what I think he could do.
He's going to roll up his robe sleeve and kind of show. He's going to like put them side by side so that he can say,
These look similar to what I have, just different colors. Usually it's associated with an element based on the color. And red is for fire, if I recall correctly.
Interesting.
Am I just gonna start becoming a human then?
he just starts shedding scales.
I think is everyone just gonna slowly start getting dragon scales and I'm
That'd
just
be
unaware
so
of
funny.
this?
I wonder if we're connected somehow through some tertiary plane.
Well, I know that my power comes through some sort of draconic influence, but I don't know where your power comes from. It seems that you have a different source, even though we both use magic.
Right.
And you do use a lot of fire spells, Hadrian, so maybe that would explain where your power comes from.
It could, yes. Definitely something we should show Arkul, but we shouldn't wake him now. He's cranky if we wake him early.
Well, I guess we'll try to go back to sleep and I guess show him what happened.
Are you guys
Are you
having
sure
this
you-
conversation loud enough to fucking wake him up?
I mean, Felix wouldn't be trying to keep quiet about it. He's genuinely intrigued. So it's up to you guys if it wakes you. I don't know.
I missed the start. Are we on the train or are we then like?
We're still at the tavern.
Oh, we went all the way back to the tavern.
No,
I thought we
we're
were
still at the
just-
tavern that we were.
That's where you ended the session before.
We're just waking
Oh,
up.
I thought we ended the session at the gates.
No,
Alright.
so yeah, that was like the first note on the pages that you have, and sorry, there's a tiny human calling me. That was the first note on the page that is preceded by not preceded. It's followed by blank pages, but it looks like there's more to come. But you guys did end the night in the tavern on that beach scene.
We're also waiting to get our possessions back if they are
That's right.
retrieved.
Correct.
Correct!
You guys go through the night. Felix and Hadrian sharing maybe more than a moment and returning to their sleep. The five of you, the six if you can, Dinah, you are awake the next day. It is early in the morning and you have, we'll say 4 to 5 hours in front of you. If there's any last things you guys wanted to do with your final hours in Fury Keep.
I don't have anything other than if our items come. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Felix wants the Unicadrix. Boy shy.
Yeah, are you
Yep.
guys waiting in your room? Are you going somewhere? What are you doing?
I think I just wait in the tavern.
Yeah.
Like either downstairs, like eat some food, hang out type deal.
Yep.
Vibe.
For
Yeah,
the whole duration before your ride comes?
Just until we hear about our possessions, and then after we hear about our possessions, we'll probably be ready to bail. So however long it takes.
I
Okay.
agree with that.
Okay.
Much.
I think
Me too.
if anything, Afra would come over and if she's handing you food and so forth, she wouldn't have them with her, but she would kind of look at you like, everything will be ready.
Okay. Nice.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
I did what I could. It's been absolutely, and this is Afra, not Isabella. It's been absolutely wonderful having you here, and she looks around. I really appreciate what you've done for all of us.
Well, thank you. Could you do me one last favor?
Anything.
I get out a piece of paper, or parchment or whatever, and a pen, and I write a little note and seal it and hand it. Could you give this to one of my brothers, either Tiberius or Nero? And
if I see Tiberius, Nero's much easier to find.
yeah, either one is fine. They'll both understand.
Of course.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Is there anything I can do at all for anyone else?
Well, I just want to say thank you for thanking us, because I think you're the only person that said thank you for anything we've ever done.
Well,
It's true.
At least here.
I think as time continues on, people will recognize what you've done. Perhaps now is maybe too sensitive, but in time, I'm sure of it.
Stars in Felix's eyes as he daydreams like, whoa, I could be a hero.
Aw.
Well, if there's nothing else, I hope to see you again. Okay, it's fine. No one wants to see me again. I'll see you.
Well, I'm sure we'll be back someday.
I thought someone else was going to speak up. I'm
Just
sorry.
keeps walking away,
I
clearly hurt
even
and
someone else is
heartbroken.
trying.
She's a broken woman.
Never
Never to thank anyone ever again. But if there is nothing else that you guys intend to do, Hadrian, as you guys get closer to that 12 o'clock hour, you do see you can very faintly see parts of the page starting to sort of fade in. You can't read them quite yet, but for the time being you do have those first couple of notes that I mentioned last time. They mention to go towards the east gate, and there is a specific corridor over there that you're supposed to look for.
Well, the first instruction is to head to the east gate. Shall we make way?
That sounds good to me.
Probably best to be off before we're late.
And the weather's nice, right?
Oh yeah, I was just about to bring
I'm
it up.
excited to get back out into the sun.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen it since you emerged a little beaten from Wonderlands.
A little.
Most of the snow has actually melted. There is a warm radiance shining down over the city.
Good.
Even with the current guard force that is still in that overloaded state, you can see an immediate change in disposition, both amongst them as well as the regular person that you see going by. Many of them have shed their heavy garments, however fashionable it may have been to try and keep up with the weather in such a way. Most of them have shed those garments. They're in their summer wear. Everyone looks to be quite a degree happier now.
Good.
Progressing through
I
the
see
city.
what you did there.
What'd I do there?
A degree happier. Temperature, haha. Fuck you.
That wasn't on purpose, but that's funny. You get an inspiration point if they're not already full. But you guys...
Can I give an inspiration point away?
Retroactive dad joke?
Damn it.
No.
They're already full.
So, I did say it was getting close to the noon hour. It takes actually like a couple hours to get to the North Gate, so it's more 10 o'clock anyway, but just kind of semantics. You guys do eventually get to the massive East Gates, which you did go through them when you went out to find, or when you fought the wolves anyway. So you have actually been outside those massive gates, and Hadrian has a few extra directions, basically telling him where to go. won't make you do any perception checks, but you should be doing stealth checks. Roll.
Is there a reason?
Roll them dice.
Stealth?
Stealth.
No
Well, I'm sure he's
more
gonna.
disadvantage for me.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Fuck.
Let's do
8.
A 20.
Oh.
18.
Shouldn't even bother asking Rachel to roll anymore.
I thought I can take a picture of it if you want me to.
No, we all believe you, Rachel.
If I didn't watch it for like 3 years in a row, maybe.
I was gonna say, yeah, we watched.
What-
We witnessed
What's
that.
the lowest roll Rachel will ever go? Like a 14.
1. She has.
I have rolled a few ones.
She has some ones, not many, but
Oh,
some.
yeah. Who's got the most? Me or Christian?
It's you.
I
Oh,
have the most ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. You have the most
Turn-
20s too.
Didn't Kern
Hey,
roll
there
like
you go.
3 last game?
Let me see.
Still not caught up.
People were rolling real good
Still
last
not
time.
caught up.
Where are we? Oh, wrong.
Rev, mine was 21.
So anyone?
But please don't take that as I rolled well. I have +8 stealth.
Nice.
Fuck. It's so weird how bards are just stealthy as shit.
They're good at everything skill-wise.
Yeah, yeah. John, you're actually
That
creaming
expertise,
Rachel
I
in
love it.
20s.
nice.
You've got her.
How?
You've got her. You've got her.
Fucking how?
You've got her beat by 5 or 4 now,
There you
Oh,
go.
I guess it's been 2 years.
and then you've just barely edged out Ryan in 1s by 1.
A 1-1.
Well, if there's anything I'm good at, it's
Are we
edging.
Are we gonna, oh,
Are you edging or gooning, bro?
Anyway,
I don't know what that means.
you don't want to know.
I don't either.
You
I
don't wanna
genuinely
know?
don't. I know what edging is, not gooning.
Oh. Well.
Shoot me a
Nobody knows what that
shoot me a
means.
DM on Discord.
Outed myself on that one.
and replay.
Shoot me a DM.
I'd rather not.
Shoot me a
Um,
Anyway,
Oh, God.
Hadrian and Char appear to be moving fairly effortlessly through the sheets, even with through the streets. Even though Hadrian is looking
I was
down,
gonna say, when did that relationship take a
when
turn?
Hadrian's looking down at his sheets. Even then, but the rest of you are kind of clanky, but no one's keeping an eye on what's going on around them. It doesn't take too long before you guys do eventually find this corridor. It is tucked away behind a turn, behind a turn, behind a turn in this massive stone structure that protects the city from whatever lay outside. And you can see quite a number of people bustling at the gate. It seems to be a mixture of a crowd of people coming in and going out. Who knows how long they've been waiting. And
I look back at Diana and I ask, "Are you sure you're ready to leave?"
she looks nervous, like she's been kind of on edge, and she's been every so often like redoing the bands on her around her hands. Yeah, would have likened to have taken a shot at that gem, but I made my own choices. Are you?
No, but I think we have to if we're going to help Cardi prevent this war or whatever their end goal is that we signed up for.
Yeah. What do you think's in the box?
I hope it's not a weapon. I hope it's truly something for defense, but
Could be both.
I don't. It could be.
Also,
I'm
Kurt,
surprised.
turn your speakers down just a hair. Getting a lot of feedback. What?
Is that better?
Check. Yeah, better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold on, that's not the true test. Christian. No,
Yes,
Christian,
yes,
tap the
yeah.
mic. Do it.
Christian froze.
What?
There he is.
I didn't freeze.
You did for a moment.
You did.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing.
Waiting for a Christian. Cap the mic.
Maybe later.
Maybe later. Anyway, you guys continue down this hallway, and as Hadrian continues to follow the appearing notes and so forth, look, it's a bean. It's a tiny baby bean. Oh my goodness, is she a ginger?
No, it's just the lighting.
Oh.
She's got light brown hair. Can you say hi?
Aw.
Jazz
Say
hands.
hi. Can you clap?
Jazz hand.
Alright, good night. Mwah.
It's a baby bean. Any hoodles, get serious. As you guys are going down, as Hadrian is going note by note through the instructions on the page, there is still another page of appearing notes to follow. But as you guys go down one of these particular corridors, you enter this fairly large room. It just appears to be a solid cube cutout. There's no ornamentation. The stone itself, where as much of the pathway you've been coming across has been like this very elegant marble. This appears to be some kind of just blank gray slate. And there's no, other than the way that you're coming in, there's no grand entrance or exit. There is only the one way in. And it is a, a perfect cube of room. But there is a singular person in there who turns. He's got this kind of collection of things wrapped up, and he turns to look at you guys, and it is Professor Valignat. Oh, appears as though we are sharing a ride. Did Isabella set you up as well?
Yes, she did.
It's okay to see you again. He's kind of staring daggers over at Hadrian.
Now I can't remember. Is Valignant the dragonborn that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got sacked.
Oh, he got sacked. Okay.
Lizard,
yeah,
yeah.
that's.
And he didn't see us. We saw him get sacked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where are you? Are you going back to Dragon's Vale?
Correct. And yeah, he is a kind of a deep screen, I'm just
Green.
mashing
Screen.
all my words together today.
Screen
Welcome
color.
to my whole life.
Deep green skinned lizard folk. he as often as you guys have seen him, he's had this sort of white jacket going over him, and he does have one of the arms pinned up to about to where his shoulder is. I believe these are for you. We'll hand them to doesn't matter, I guess. Whoever's up front.
Oh, you
Cool.
got all our stuff?
Some of it. You can thank
Wow.
Isabella for that. She still has quite a bit of pull.
Well, thank you too for actually delivering it. I mean, we appreciate you taking it all the way to us.
You're welcome.
And then just kind of, do I get everything back? Do I, like, not have certain things back?
I didn't remember what all you guys had, but you definitely get your blanket.
Oh, thank God.
Felix definitely gets his scabbard sword, Unicadrix. Rigurd does get his hand axes back.
Yeah.
And Hadrian, did you... Let me see here. Did you have anything? This particular...
I had a longbow and a short sword.
Okay, yeah, you'll get your weapons back.
Like, do I get, like, a tinder box back, or should I just take that off my list? You know, like the survival
the
stuff.
bed rolls and all that.
It was
Yeah.
mostly just the special, the
Okay.
core items,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
rather than
Perfect.
literally everything.
Okay.
Do I get the battle axe back?
He said yes.
Sure.
He said hand axes.
Oh.
Sure.
Well, we really appreciate you delivering this all to us. I know it's really hard sleeping without my blankie.
Sure.
So are you joining us on this train?
I believe so.
Oh. So we'll have to spend the train ride with you. I'm excited about that. I've got so many questions.
Yes. It is a long walk to Dragonsvale. It's not the furthest distance between major cities, but it is a long walk. Not as long as a train ride, of course, but under the right circumstances, it can certainly feel as long.
How long do you think the train ride is?
Should be a little less than 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And you intended to walk?
That's that's longer to Dragonsville than it was to Cardi. Cardi was 11 days.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cardi to Fury Keep was 11 days.
It was.
May have done my train speed wrong. That's all right. We'll go with it.
Train speeds.
This
I'm
is
not
really,
paying
really
Their
slow.
technology.
They just have someone outside pushing the train.
I think I just did the walk speed. Where are you?
3-day train ride. 3-day train ride. If it's longer than 3 days, I'm gonna kill this dragon.
I mean, 3 weeks to 3 days is a pretty shortened amount of time there. But I guess a train moves pretty fast.
It works.
At least a week.
It still works just as well if it's a week and a half.
Yeah.
Week and a
That's
quarter.
better.
It was 11 days from Cardi? Did I fucking...
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, you fucking said 11 days.
There was a direct line. It's fine. There's not a direct line in this case.
Dryhurst was 3 days.
We got a layover.
Deerhurst was 3 days. Fury Keep was 11 days. No train access to Nekeb, but can be accessed through Deer Heath.
I love that you have the notes on that.
I do.
I have nothing. They're all gone. All my
You
notes.
were on a fast fucking train.
No,
Okay.
they're the one that put us on it.
Yep.
It was one of them newfangled bullet trains.
Yeah, right?
Must have been. They must have found those electromagnet whatevers.
There was no direct line from Cardi to Dragonsvale, so that's why we had to go through Fury Keep.
Well,
Okay, hold on.
to the train! Do we have our own little...
There
like,
we go.
He's rewriting all of his train lore.
Taste a train lure.
Hold on, just a second. Yeah.
Okay, because if you
Dirty Mike.
get there, the only thing let me just see. There's one particular event that would be relevant because it's July.
Morning,
Train.
Sunday, July 18th.
Do we have
Yeah.
enough time before the train takes off for me to go to my parents' house and get my old train whistle?
Okay, I still don't think you'd make it for this.
I have a weenie whistle somewhere.
What?
A Wienermobile
weenie
whistle?
whistle?
Yeah.
Weenie whistle.
I don't know where.
But any hoodles, you guys, a few more of instructions appear on Hadrian's page. It's more of like positional things that he has to do to sort of confirm that he is the correct person. So you guys see Hadrian step around the room, and this small pedestal lifts from the floor in front of him at some point. He continues to read the pages, and then Hadrian, you set one page on the... Think of it as those like the size of music stands. So he'll put one page on the left, one page on the right, and you'll press your hand in the center, and these glyphs will just clearly fade in and then they're gone. And from beneath the floor, you guys can see the stone very cleanly start to split, and there is this deep opening in front of you, Hadrian. And from beneath, this train car does begin to rise. It looks like it's about 20 feet wide and around 35 feet long. And you can actually see at one point the the mysterious package that you guys have been carrying for Cardi all of this time, it is already loaded onto the train. And the way the storage closes over it, it looks like a natural, looks like a natural part of the train, and it doesn't look specifically as though it were made for storage. You guys have the train in front of you, and Professor Valignat's next to Arkul. Are you ready to return home?
It's been too long, but yes.
All of our kind always return to the Vale. I'm sure they'll welcome you.
They'll welcome us all.
Perhaps. He'll step onto the train and grab a seat.
I too will step on
follow.
the train. Yeah, I will step on the train and find a seat as well.
Me too.
Yes, and you guys all step forward. It's comfortable enough, and sorry, these particular songs, the piano was much too intrusive. Perfect. You guys do all board the train, and once the five of you and Diana all take a seat, the doors around you seem to just sense that everyone that is supposed to be here is here. You can
I'll never get used to that.
You can see just beneath you there was track that the car was sitting on as it rose, but in a similar way, the stone in front of you begins to part, and you can see at the end of this long tunnel a very dim light, and you can feel the train like lurch forward, and you can feel it ba-doom, ba-doom, like off the track, and it just seems to understand what it is meant to do as it picks up speed gradually, slowly, and then launches you guys through the mountain itself of Fury Keep.
Away we go.
It has begun. The journey to Dragon's Vale to complete the long quest. Hadrian, is there anything in particular you might be doing?
I'll take a seat reasonably close to Professor Valignant, and I'll just kind of eyeball him.
Sure. Yeah, he does meet your glance a few times, kind of casually at first, like, yes, we're both here, hello. And then kind of as time goes on, it does turn a bit more to an aggressive, like, well, if you're looking at me, I'm looking at you.
How do you feel about the winter ending?
It's probably better for the city.
And just how do you think that came about?
Not by my career ending.
Don't sell yourself short on that.
I worked very hard for a very long time to try and give our good-scaled kind the name that they deserve in their mouths at Fury Keep. It's not how I'm leaving.
It's fair. For the record, I'm sorry for everything that happened. I don't know the details of your exit.
Make a deception check. Since it was literally you.
Dirty 20.
I'm gonna throw this dirty cat in the basement.
Enough.
So dirty 20. Okay, I'll be right back.
Use here.
I'm going to use the bathroom.
Again? Christian, we don't need to see this again.
Take us with you. Yeah.
Well, he did when we got on.
With you.
Yeah, I know. Are we all doing bathroom breaks?
No, I'm gonna get a snack.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was gonna have this conversation with Professor Valignant Kern, but you can have it.
Should I spend $30 on a DoorDash meal?
Ooh, what is a meal?
Depends. What is it? Yeah.
Hot chicken takeover,
Ooh,
Oh.
yes.
I mean,
Are you gonna order it midstream or wait till we're done?
Are we on stream right now?
I think we're on. We'll be right back.
I was gonna say we're on. We'll be right back, but
I don't know. It's either that or take a 15-minute break because I have to go get food.
oh,
why do you not have food in the house?
I do, but I always eat bad when it's D&D night. It's my best
Same.
night.
I like
Me
that.
too.
I eat bad
Same
always.
here.
I don't think I can justify the banana pudding though because it's $7,
Ooh, I bet
But
it's
I want it.
delicious.
but I want it.
Just
Yeah, I
all
mean-
Hot chicken
all
takeover is
out,
so
do
good.
it.
Dessert.
Wow, I'm totally on the other end of the spectrum. I think it's overrated and not that good.
Fair enough.
Oh, I love hot
I've
chicken
never
takeover.
had it.
It's
fried chicken, baby.
spicy. It's spicy chicken on just bread.
Oh, it's Cane's.
No, Cane's uses a bun. Hot Chicken Takeover uses bread.
Bird.
Well,
Oh.
yeah, you can get Texas
It's 'cause
toast with
it's-
your
It's
sandwich.
like the official, like down south they serve it with
It's-
like shitty bread. So that's why they do that, I think.
It's tasteless
Mm.
chicken. It doesn't even taste like chicken because all it tastes like is hot because it's
All right.
that
Well,
spicy.
Ryan,
Well,
you
it's not-
seem to not do it.
It's Nashville hot chicken.
That's just what I
That's
think
the-
about it. I think it's terrible.
I think it's definitely overhyped, but
overrated.
I love it. I think it's tasty.
I
Anyway.
think you just need to fry your own chicken.
Anyway. Hadrian, what was your roll? It was 21?
20.
Christian, you gotta back away when you're swallowing that water.
Dirty 20.
Dirty.
This is a person. Wait.
Filthy.
Filthy hobbits.
Ah, yes. Insight is wisdom, not intelligence. He just kind of looks at you at that question, at that response. Yes. Well,
Can you maybe explain what happened? How it came about?
to my termination.
Mhm.
Well, you were there. We were in the courtroom. I in the audience with your friend Arkul, one of my kind. I thought it better to spare our kind from further peering, leering eyes. And apparently that was a mistake that you thought should have been rectified. As that case was thrown out, they began a new case, an investigation into my history and my accreditation as a teacher. None of which was sufficient enough, though after many years of teaching at that wonderful university, none of which was sufficient enough to clear my name as a liar. They are not quite as forgiving in that city as you might think.
Trust me, I'm well aware, and I want to apologize for the part I played. I felt backed into a corner, and with Amara staring down my throat, it was the only play I had to buy us more time.
Rigurd's just gonna, because Rigurd's watching because there's nothing to do. So, listening in on the conversation, Rigurd will just audibly chuckle. Just, ha! You don't say. Eat a snack.
Sorry. On the topic of Amaris, it was us that ended the eternal winter, or the permanent winter, whatever. Do you know why she reacted the way she did in the courtroom when she ran away? Do you have any insight into that?
I don't. Thought it rather strange myself. I thought maybe she was having a heart attack.
I've never... Her and my family have their past, and I've never known her to panic. And nor did she when we faced her later.
Yes, a colleague of mine had a brief debate of sorts, at the university, wondering if enchantment should be brought to the academic curriculum. And it was under her guidance that I believe it will soon be brought there. To my
Enchantment.
Unfortunate. How would you say? It is very unfortunate that enchantment will be brought to this school. There is no place for the powers that it can bring, mind control and so forth. It's against what I believe.
I agree. And again, deepest apologies for what has happened to you at my expense. I don't want to make it sound insignificant, but it felt like the only way to buy us more time to fight against her. And as we go into Dragon's Vale, if there's anything that you need from us upon returning, please feel free to find us.
Perhaps. There's a certain flower stand I intend to visit first. After that, maybe it's best I just hang up my jacket and live a quiet life at home. Because whatever ends you're chasing, they must be magnificent for these kinds of means. That is a question. Yeah. That is a statement I urge you to reflect upon, as there is not always a clear answer. That goes for all of you, he kind of calls out over the train. What means will you have to submit to find the ends that you chase? And what makes you think that those means will get you to those ends?
I appreciate your wisdom. I have one last question for you.
Of course.
Can you explain maybe what's happening to me? I found this mark, for lack of a better word, on my leg this morning, and I thought you could have some insights. And I'll walk over to him and show him.
Felix perks up and casually slinks closer.
Like, gets ready to just rip off all his clothes.
He's just like,
Yeah, he's kind of studying it for a moment. They look to be genuine scales. Have you submitted your very soul to one of the dragons that roam the planet?
Not that I'm consciously aware of, but
he just he chortles. You would be quite aware of this.
Well, then no.
Perhaps a more practiced individual than I could aid in this. My specialty is illusion. Evocation. It's like evocation.
Hadrian, when did that show up?
12 hours ago. By my estimations.
They look a lot like my scales, too.
How much time have you been spending with Felix?
Well, that's the thing. When it happened, he was trancing, I was asleep. And we were both jolted awake by the same spiritual force. It was like we were connected for a moment.
I also had a really, really terrifying dream with lots of blood and bodies and what looked like dragon monstrosities. I don't know if that has any relevance to what happened to your leg, Hadrian, but now that I reflect on it, I definitely had a pretty serious dream.
And all of this is beyond my power. I mean, I'm gonna have to take you guys to the Grand Temple in order to get looked at.
To catch you up, Professor, he has the same. I point to Felix. Similar markings as I, in a different location. He is far more connected to dragonkind spiritually, though.
Have you ever tried to just cut the scales off and then heal the wound?
I don't think that's prudent.
Yeah, that seems pretty painful.
Felix's
Plus,
scales.
I kind of like him.
They're like
Felix's scales have progressed a little bit more rapidly than we've expected.
He has them on his. I think I said it last time, but he has them on his face now a little bit.
And yeah, he's
skin of a killer, Bella.
like while you guys are talking with one another, Felix, maybe after a moment or two, you kind of pick up that Professor Valignant has been like kind of watching you since you stepped a little bit closer.
Can I help you?
How long have you had dragonkind in your blood?
I don't know.
This is a recent change?
Somewhat, yes. As soon as I met Esau, actually.
And he points to everybody.
And you're a full elf?
Yeah, I'm a moon elf.
What is your
From the
age?
Citadel of Fiery Ruin.
What is your
I'm
age?
60.
I don't know much about... There have been a few of, when I say your kind, I don't mean elven, sorcerers that have walked in our midst along our halls. Very, very gifted young students.
He seems so intrigued because he's never really thought of what he is. And now he's like, I'm a sorcerer.
Yeah, actually, because it is sorcerers. I mean, just as the way that they are, it literally is in their blood. And Felix hasn't had any exposure to this kind of information.
You don't know none of that shit.
I'm getting some real like Harry Potter vibes from this. Just like
Loving it.
you're a sorcerer. I'm a what?
I have this stone for you. It was in your
Pure
parents'
blood.
bank account. I'm a squib. Anyway, he was, well, yes, sorcerers and sorceresses, I suppose, are naturally gifted with the ability to touch and manipulate the arcane. You have a wonderful gift, and it appears there is dragon blood in your veins. Do you know?
He looks over at Arkul, and he's like,
I didn't give it to you.
no, he's not. That's not what he's getting at at all.
Oh, did you donate blood?
That's not,
Swear to
that's
God,
not what
you
he's
just-
getting at all. He's just it's more like that and me are intertwined, like because he's like this fair-skinned, effeminate dude, and he sees this badass hulking dragon man in cool art. He's just like, shit.
He has had not that long, around when these powers really began to develop. He did see a dragon in his dreams.
Yeah.
And it was,
I guess
sort of fusing with the
DNA.
Yeah.
Well, very few times in combat too, in dire situations, he has spoken Draconic.
True.
They should be able to tell you more at the temple. It's difficult for me to say.
Hadrian,
They should have more for
Hadrian, did you say that your scales hurt you?
Yeah, they itch.
Oh. Mine don't really hurt that much.
I mean, they're new, so who knows what'll happen.
I guess we'll find out.
a period of
We
adjustment
have
could be
11
necessary.
days on this train.
Something like that.
3 weeks.
But as the day does turn to night, and you guys maybe at the end of the conversation, maybe closer towards the end of the night, you look outside your windows to let the time pass. And this train is not running on any tracks. You can see it's going kind of around any major obstacles, trees, large rocks, and so forth. It does feel like a fairly smooth ride, but it does actually it does correct itself as it goes around larger objects. And towards the end of the night, each of you find or make your own bed in the seats as comfortably as you can. There are enough spaces for everyone. And two things. One, Hadrian has a very uncomfortable chair as he kind of continues to shift and move, and there's something really what is it, don and doff. You've doffed all of your armor and all of the heavy gear that you've been wearing. Not really anything in your pockets, but there's just something jabbing you in the side. It doesn't feel sharp, but it's definitely a...
Is someone happy to see him?
Can I make an investigation check?
Sure.
And look for it.
Investigate.
16.
Yeah, he kind of reaches down to the cushion, and he can feel whatever's poking him in his hand, and then it continues downward. I don't think these seats were this deep. It continues, and it feels longer than what he can reach. And bringing his hand back up, he can feel this hard texture, and then he's able to wrap his hand around it. It feels like a sword pommel. And Hadrian, Chang, he unsheathes. Oh, come on now.
Oh,
The Arachnarok blade.
oh baby.
Wait.
General.
Oh my god, that's sick.
The Arachnarok blade.
Oh, it's so cool.
Better on it too.
Yeah, so
Did Zach do that?
Yes, he did.
That is fucking sick.
Yeah, he can see, like, even in the light on the train, he can see...
So cool.
He can see the way that the light refracts through it and gives it that spidery appearance.
Sparkle, sparkle.
And purely meta,
Gleam.
this is the first ancestral weapon for you guys. So ancestral weapons, everybody's going to get something ancestral at some point when they do their character arc, basically. This is the second one of everybody, but the first one in your group. Harratuk beat you to it by like 5 seconds.
Wow.
But Hadrian has this magnificent shimmering blade. And then he can sleep comfortably.
Do we see him don this sick ass weapon? Or we just probably won't wake up, we'll see it. And be like, oh, nice sword.
Whoever's next to him.
Seems ancestral.
Whoever's next to him, 1, 2, 3, Felix. So that would be you, yeah. So we'll say Felix is like, he's across the aisle from Hadrian. And like, just like, he can hear Hadrian kind of turning and flopping in this seat, trying to figure out how to get comfortable. And then he like looks over, and then all of a sudden, whooshing! Just like that, too.
Hadrian. Hey, Hadrian.
Yeah.
Where did you get that sword? I don't want to wake anyone up. That's why I'm whispering.
I had it commissioned in Cardi, and it's here!
It looks so cool.
Thanks. I can't wait to see what it does.
Diana like comes over the back of your seat.
Oh fuck.
You what?
Well, I wanted a weapon, and I had it made for me by
And she's like, no shit. That's a Ragnarok. That's the whole reason Cardi's gonna invade the fuck out of Ilwy Vale. Alanda Vale.
Oh, well, no, they're not doing that. Like, no.
That's what they wanted to do.
Yeah, well, now they can, they can just look at what I can do. That's...
They can suck my balls.
I don't know that.
You got blood diamonds in that sword, sir.
Is Ginny gonna be upset with me?
Is he
Very much so, yeah.
Gonna be upset with me for having this made?
I don't know.
Um,
I mean,
Sorry.
I thought you guys
Upset by
were
everything.
eating or something.
I haven't talked to him since we left.
I knew that.
You guys are dating?
I thought you guys were a thing.
She like disappears behind her seat for a second, comes back, and she, like her like roll of wrist wrap, she like launches it at Felix.
I thought you guys were a thing.
No, it was Ginny and that bitch Kendra.
Oh shit. Kendra.
Here we go again.
Oh no. This.
No, we were never a thing.
I know, well, my bad. You guys were just with him all the time, at least when we saw you. My fault for insinuating. My fault for
We had the promise of a new life in front of us.
It's true. It's fair.
Didn't really go the way we wanted it to turn out, but, you know,
Yes. No, of course not.
play the hand you're dealt.
Hopefully we can build a better world together.
That's the goal. You can hear her slump back down in her seat. That's the goal.
A better world together. I like that, Hadrian.
So, Griv, can I actually give one of my inspiration points to Diana for the little rap throw at Felix?
No. You can't.
No.
You can suggest that your co-campaigners receive inspiration. That's the whole point, and it's actually part of the currency of ancestral blades, or ancestral whatever, as you guys will find out.
Blades.
The importance of sharing inspiration.
Mm.
The currency is dependent upon the mechanic.
The mechanic. It's dependent.
Dependent. You guys eventually find rest in the night, except for Felix.
Or Rigurd. Rigurd's too antsy since we haven't done
Back
shit all
in
fucking
nightmares,
day.
man. It's back in nightmares.
Felix is visited by another
Trending them
nightmare.
in the midst.
He is visited by another nightmare. This one, it immediately does not feel as apocalyptic. There is still color in the world. There are still, humankind is still a resistant force as he witnesses like army upon army, army versus army. He can see undead continuing of various kinds, some that are only of skeletal remains, others that have bits of flesh about them, and just continually rising from the ground as additional waves sort of follow them up, as armies of unknown color, of unknown banner and flag. Some of them have mixed banners. There are a few banners that you'll recognize or will recognize as your journeys through the world continue. They have joined to meet this threat. How it appears the fight is going is not evident to Felix. You guys don't know any clerics personally, and where he may see this great golden beam sort of eviscerate a number of these fiends of some kind, more seem to just fill their place. Not in terms of a hydra, but just in terms of sheer numbers. Felix does not have a particularly good sleep that night.
So you mentioned the first dream felt apocalyptic, and then obviously this one was another like war scene type thing. But do these feel prophetic, as if he's seeing a glimpse of the future? Like when you say like a glimpse, is it like a glimpse of the future, or is it like symbols to him? Like, does it feel prophetic? You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing a vision of the future potentially.
Like, are you seeing key characters like Morta or...
Not even that. It's just like the feeling of the dream. Does he feel like this is a potential future? Or is he just like, oh wow, fucked up undead? You know what I mean?
So there's a mechanic in Pathfinder where it's just called a flat check. It's usually in relation to like if something happens at all, and then you'll roll kind of whatever. A flat check is just a straight D20 roll. I want you to make one.
Oh baby. 17.
Nice.
They do.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, then he's not having a good sleep.
Felix.
Oh, baby.
The first one, maybe it was a manifestation of his worst nightmares, whatever dark things his mind could conjure up. Even the worst of nightmares in this sense, you can move past them once you kind of realize it's pretty far outside the realm of possibility for that to happen. And even if it did, it's like, where would I be? I'd probably be dead in this situation. Kind of able to move past that. This one, it appears as though a pattern emerges of some kind. Whether or not Felix has worked that out or could work that out, he has not yet. But he does feel as though it is prophetic. Nice roll.
Oh, baby. So much knowledge. God, that was fucking trippy. I was trying not to be like, "Yow!" during your descriptions.
Yes.
Oh, just, classic undead apocalypse. This is gonna be fucking scary.
Is Felix, like, visibly tossing and turning while he's sleeping, having the dream, or...?
He trances, but when he comes out of that trance, he's gonna look shook as fuck.
So you were just, like, motionless and...
I would assume, like, just snapping out of the trance, he's gonna look really paranoid and just... I mean, if he tries to go back to sleep, he'll probably just, like, look really restless, like he can't go back to sleep or trance, whatever. And he's not gonna, like, look around and be like, I had a bad dream, you know what I mean? He thinks everyone else is asleep.
Oh no, Rigurd's actually not sleeping. Since we haven't done anything and we've just been on the train for most of the day, like, Rigurd's just antsy, so he's just not sleeping the entire night and is just working out. Trying to kill the time.
Rigurd!
What?
Are you working out right now?
Like, are you doing, like, push-ups and shit? Like, what are you
Basically doing push-ups.
I'm only like half asleep because I was excited to weapon, so I wake up too.
Rigurd!
For
Guys,
for Hadrian that makes sense because he does have to like focus on the blade for a sustained period of time to
oh shit.
To
So
upgrade.
he's Are you attuning?
Yeah, essentially.
Rigurd!
What? Still doing push-ups, just looking at like, what?
Rigurd, did you see this thing I got?
Oh!
What thing?
I hold up the sword.
Does the spider and the streaks actually like shine in the night?
Oh!
Less so in the night, but maybe
Like a dull light?
maybe he catches because where you guys are, you are
Ancestral glow.
you are approaching a full moon, so maybe it catches the moonlight
Ooh,
in
yummy.
such a way.
Huh. Them beams, baby. I mean, if not, Felix could also cast a spell to put like some lights.
Where did you pull that from? Where'd you get that?
A chair, but I had it commissioned in Cardi.
You got it from a chair, and Rigurd immediately goes to one of the fucking closest chairs and starts reaching his arm in it, like, do all these things have chair? Just pulls out like stuffing of the chair, just like
Stub your finger.
You're gonna wake everyone up. You have to be quiet. They're gonna hear you.
And Diana, you could just see her hands begin to like crest over Hadrian's chair.
This whole trip, we just don't sleep.
Shut up, Ghost.
I'm trying really hard. I'm trying really hard to make sure everyone stays quiet.
Diana, are you having trouble sleeping too?
Oh my god, shut up.
Honestly,
He'll just like full voice it now.
honestly, Hadrian, yeah, I had a really bad dream. It was pretty horrible.
Why?
What happened?
Well, it seemed more prophetic than the first dream I had where we zapped and woke up at the same time.
your dream seemed pathetic.
Prophetic. Like a prophecy.
What? Oh,
Like the future.
Okay.
Seeing the future.
You can see the future now. When did that happen?
I don't know if I actually saw the future, but it felt like a glimpse of the future that could be. And Morta is definitely directly responsible for what looked like the end of the world.
Ah.
But I've had bad dreams before, but this one felt pretty terrible.
Oh my. That's quite bizarre. Do you think it has a connection with your mark?
I don't really know.
Well, here's hoping we can at least change whatever future you're seeing in your dreams.
It looked like nations all over the world were gathered together to fight this threat, which was...
And he kind of like looks down at his feet.
Morda's army.
Well,
Diana comes back around. You didn't mention that part.
You left before I could...
You were
Well-
rather cranky.
someone was trying to tell us to shut up.
I tried to use my inside voice, Diana. I really did.
You were the most infuriating group of people I've ever met in my fucking life.
You don't even stop.
They really, if you really think about it, they genuinely are the worst. Like, we are the worst.
You didn't think. After I just told you I've been drinking for 5 days straight. Because I can't get the images of death out of my fucking face. Did you ever do, not 1, but 2 consecutive dreams about the end? Directly related to Morta. Felix.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
You don't think I want to know?
It's not his fault. He doesn't have social skills.
Well,
And he'll put his finger up. Nothing.
What else did you say?
I'm sorry, Diana. I just thought that maybe you didn't want to talk about your family right now. That's the only reason I didn't bring it up. But I can tell you all about the dreams if you want to know.
Yeah, well, the end of the world at Morta's feet's kind of pertinent to the, journey.
Well, I don't remember too much, but I just remember a lot of armies were gathered to fight a horde of undead, and then a huge golden beam came out of the sky and essentially did what Arkul does to them, but on a mass level. And then the dream before that, it was just really weird. I don't think it could have been an outcome after whatever your sister's doing, but I don't really know for sure. The second dream definitely seemed directly linked to her, based on the undead army.
Oh, Felix, you're gonna be the death of me, aren't you?
Out of character. I hope that is not fucking foreshadowing that you just did right there. Alright. Back in character.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah, me too. Anything else?
I can't really remember.
And she
But it definitely felt like it was a glimpse of a future that could potentially happen if we don't.
you can hear her shuffle and walk over to you, Felix. I need this back. And she reaches around the floor and gets her her wrist tape. And you can hear her rebinding on her way.
Oh God!
Gonna kick my ass.
Yeah, well, I might.
Yeah.
I think I'd win.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I didn't even say that in character.
We're only at the start of our journey. Let's just calm down a little bit.
All right. The next day cometh. Any particular conversations, topics, trivia quizzes you'd like to talk about on your way?
Felix would like to talk to the professor about. I would assume Char would want to hear this too about the Wonderland that we were in. If he has any understanding of it, I feel like that'd be a good. Because I'm just curious, what the fuck that shit is.
I guess the professors are aware of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Professor, do you mind if I ask you about some of the things that happen at the university? Good morning.
I'm not, that was me, not him. I'm not sure how much help I'll be, but you can ask anything.
Well, did he say out loud that he was an illusion professor, or did you say that to us?
No, he said
Illusion was a mistake. Evocation is his field.
Okay, never mind. Oh, then maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree here. I think it's some sort of like pocket dimension, but
We can still ask.
Can you tell us a little bit about,
and he looks at Char.
Wonderland or whatever dimension the school was experimenting with? Because we found some pretty interesting things there.
They were what?
Have you heard of the Wonderlands?
Perhaps in passing conversation from a few of the other departments. We do attract a number of interesting educated types. The topic on angels and demons alone was one of my personal favorites, but this I am not aware of.
Oh,
The plants were singing to us. It was pretty odd, even for our group.
And you feel this was to be laid at the feet of the university?
well, I don't think they created it or anything, but I think they're definitely working inside of it when they shouldn't be. Like harnessing its magic and or pulling things from Wonderlands into this universe. Because we walked through the library, right? Was where we went. We went up these stairs.
Past it.
Past the library, yeah.
Past it, and all those steep stairs, and that's when we got into the Wonderlands portal that you guys have.
Kind of where we found Amaris.
I was not aware of either of these things.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, it looked like she was siphoning energy out of people, which seems pretty inhumane.
Yeah, the laws and rules in Wonderland are a little bit, Wild West, if you will. There's really not much out there for rules. Or laws.
And you saw this?
We watched her, yeah.
That's where we fought the Jabberwocky.
In fact, we actually freed some people from the siphoning mechanism. I don't know what it's called.
Felix and Char make persuasion checks.
Ooh, not good. 6.
22. He'll bat his eyes.
That's what really seals it.
It better.
It sounds like pure hogwash until half scale Felix comes over.
Femboy Felix.
He's like, well, now that's valid.
I get it. Right.
I've read studies on elves validating their claims with eye flesh with Eskimo kisses.
Ow.
Well, I suppose I have no reason to protect the school anymore after what they've done for me. I don't know what they're doing. But I do know that there were very tense negotiations between the head of staff of the university and some of the political figures. I didn't know what they were doing, but every time I asked, it was shoved to the side. And perhaps this is why.
Well, if it makes you feel better, there's corruption everywhere. Ever since I joined this group of people, we've just seen corruption everywhere.
It's true.
Of course, but perhaps I was naively letting myself believe that it had not yet come to the university, the premier location of the world, to study our arcane nature.
Well, and that's probably why it attracted it to them, because the Wonderlands is fully untapped wild magics. I mean, the limits are endless. The limit does not exist in Wonderlands.
It makes me sad that people would use magic for bad things like that.
Well, then, assuredly, if Amaris is at the helm, this growing academic body of enchantment will not make things better.
No, probably worse.
As well as necromancy, for that also was on the ballot.
Well, seems like there's a lot of magic that they're trying to learn and control and use.
Well, it certainly sounded nice. Shouldn't we have the study of all things magical here? Doesn't that give us a more complete prestige?
Right.
Yes, it sounds nice, but any degree of critical thinking would very quickly reveal the fact that just because things sound nice doesn't mean that they are.
Right, like the flowers could be singing, but they could be singing your death song. You know? You never know.
They could be. The road to Avernus is paved with good intentions.
Those dang flowers.
You never know what the flowers are gonna say.
Yeah, see, exactly. Right.
Do you think there's flowers in Avernus?
I would hope so.
Maybe in one of the levels.
Levels?
Yes, there's a number of levels to Avernus.
Oh, I thought it was just one place.
It could be. I've never been there. This is theory that I've read.
Do you know if there's flowers in Avernus?
No, I believe I just said that.
Oh.
I understand that plain in theory.
I'd like to think there are. There are flowers that can grow under any conditions.
He'll minor illusion like a fiery looking flower.
See? That's a perfect flower, I think.
This is how I picture it.
Oh, and you can perform illusory acts.
I can perform a lot of acts.
Well, I wish you the best. There are a few sorcerers, and it doesn't appear that you're one of them, who are... They sort of tap into the random side of the arcane. They can spark fantastical events in a moment after practicing their magic, as whatever it is that they do bends this power to the point of breaking. I've only seen a few.
He'll go.
Wait, you mean like this?
And he'll pull a quarter from behind his ear. And it's a minor illusion quarter.
No. I mean, things of the nature that perhaps you turn blue, perhaps a unicorn appears around you for a moment, perhaps you age or de-age, I suppose is the word. Many, many effects have been studied of this kind.
Wow. Yeah, I don't have that sort of sorcery. I think it's more dragon-related.
It does give me a bit of comfort on this long train ride, knowing that we are not subject to a sudden fireball blast at any time.
Don't worry, I'm not really a big fire person anyway. I'm more ice-based.
Fascinating. And he'll begin like asking you questions in kind about some of the things that you can do, Felix. And with that, we're gonna catch a break.
Ooh. How long?
Great question. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I don't know how
I'm
long.
going to get food.
Yep.
Oh, how long will that take?
Said 10,
It's
15.
right down the road. It's very close.
15, 20 probably.
Okay. We'll be back. I expect
Should
to
I-
see you in that chair.
Bye, guy.
Not like you got to tell me. Should I not?
Run fast.
I think 10, 15 minutes.
It's a game, you'll say.
Yep.
To the game.
It's a game, you'll say.
We're going to pump you up.
Party, yeah.
So, anything, for the remaining conversations to be had for that day between you all?
You know, I'm good.
Wonderful.
Oh, just we're in the Borderlands. Watch out for degenerates. Mostly
Correct.
ones named Face McShooty.
Shoot me in the face! Felix Felix this day has yet another nightmare.
Jesus.
This time he sees himself at the center of a long-lost crypt. Its climbing walls echoing the shouts of his friends that are running to him to try and stay his hand from the deed that has already been done. The nameless body, with its face blurred from Felix's vision, is twitching in its way as blood drains from its body and begins to seep into the stone beneath. Felix's hands shaking violently.
Ooh.
His friends approach on either side of this altar as he can see the essence of the blood seep into the stone and give the realm around you life. As you guys are approaching this grand altar, bodies begin to spring up from seemingly all over, skeletal forms, zombified forms. Please roll initiative.
Oh,
All of us?
All of us?
All of you.
Whoa.
Wait.
Horrible initiative. I got a 6.
I got a 6 as well. Twinsies.
Twins.
Fast.
I don't know
Twins.
about you, but I
Twins,
feel
Basil.
funny too.
Twins, Basil.
One of my coworkers was very, very aggressive with me about Taylor Swift today. So when I heard that
Please
song,
don't.
I was just
Please
triggered.
don't.
I'm just
Felix had a 6. Or cool.
yeah, sorry.
22.
I literally don't give a fuck.
It was so aggressive. I was like,
Literally,
dude.
no one cannot talk about it except for me, and it's the most annoying fucking thing in the world. Char. Hadrian.
15.
Rigurd. You muted, homie.
Fuck. 15.
Char Felix, who wants to go first?
Felix can go first.
Yes.
Hadrian Rigurd, who wants to go first?
Oh wait, I didn't
I'll
pull up
go
the stream.
first.
Hold on.
I'll go first.
Now it's up.
And
Oh my god, this map. Holy.
Arkul is way up there. Perfect. Okay. So, perhaps a familiar scene as the four of you are approaching the stand with Felix upon it as bodies begin to emerge. Arkul, you are up first.
Well, I got the one directly to my left, so I'm going to take it.
Yeah, Arkul turns to fire.
And do I want to do the other thing first?
Do things.
No, I'll just-
We're dreaming. Do things. We're dreaming. Maybe. Hopefully it's not real. Or is it? Oh god. Time loop.
Anyway, first attack.
Matrix.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, and then that is also 1d8 plus 2d6 for sneak attack because I do not need advantage on the attack roll. And there's more writing to it, but it's not under the sneak attack one, but I get sneak attack with it.
There will be blood.
There's gonna be something.
15.
15
Damage.
damage.
That is a nice hit. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Anything else are cool? Well, you have another attack.
Yeah, second attack.
Oh, even more damn.
Ooh.
Double dam?
Double damn.
12 to hit.
12 does not hit. Arkul gets off a nice clean hit, and he's moving particularly sneakily.
And,
Don't interrupt me.
oh, sorry.
Particularly sneakily, perhaps a little too sneakily, as this one saw the first... Oh, what did I just close? He saw the first attack not coming, and then he did not see the second attack coming, and he dodged it. That made perfect sense where I come from.
I want to use the rest of my...
Hello?
I want to use the rest of my movement speed to go up a couple steps out of its reach.
Up a cuppa?
Yep, just like to the middle step there.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to slash!
And it's not gonna, because fuck you.
Why?
Alright.
Because I have... Where is it?
Dragon scales. I don't know.
No, I have... I have fancy footwork. During your turn, if I make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make opportunity attacks against you for the rest of your turn.
Oh. Is it just against one creature?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Against a
Arkul was
creature.
becoming like Hadrian.
Okay.
Yeah, the creature I attack, or the creature I make a melee attack against, cannot take opportunity attacks against me
Very
for the rest
cool.
of my turn.
Well, then he can't and he shan't. After you ran to... Oh, that's wrong. That is enemy's turn right there. Because round 20, a familiar mechanic you all may be familiar with. Badoosh.
Oh, fuck this shit.
Badoosh. Badoosh. As this one will approach you and slash! Ooh, yeah. 24 to hit?
No, protective wings.
Ooh.
Making my AC 25.
He'll slash again for a natural 1.
As well.
Anyway, this one will take a shot at Char for a natural 1.
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah!
Double white.
That's gonna put that die away.
No, keep it.
No, I was gonna keep using that song.
That one will approach Char. 16 to hit.
Yes.
Yes! Apparently I just have to hit women.
Whoa!
Damn.
You're holding up a McDonald's with that roll.
As a joke for the
McDonald's.
game.
In game.
In game.
Char, 7 slashing.
Spilled on myself.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, yeah, this one's gonna come up and hit you too! Fuck! 12.
Yep.
Oh, alright. 11 damage. And it's gonna hit you again. Hey, a natural 20. Alright.
Oh.
Alright.
Boy.
Char also does have her her reaction if she wants to use it. 1 point above minimum damage. 9 total.
Okay.
Very good. These two will attack you at once. 12 to hit.
No.
15 to hit.
No.
This one will take a shot at Hadrian. Yeah, that's gonna miss as well. Okay.
Aha.
These two will begin to position themselves in front of you, Felix. After that, Rigurd and then Hadrian. So Rigurd, you're over here,
Where is Hadrian?
right behind you.
I'm right there.
Ah.
And you know what?
So yeah, Rigurd, you can see Arkul making his way up the steps. Char is very quickly becoming surrounded. Not an unfamiliar turn of events from a similar event to this. And Hadrian is next to you.
So I'm actually going to use my action and tell Hadrian a little story.
Oh, little ditty.
God, I want to make it short because it's fucking turn-based, so it's like... You know, Hadrian, you actually remind me of this character we have stories about in our village, called the Renowned Duelist.
Wow.
Crib stop.
Literally 3 years in the making.
He has such a way with words.
And what does Hadrian get from that?
So pretty much whenever he makes a melee spell attack roll, he takes, the target takes force damage equal to 2 rolls of his Bardic Inspiration die, plus his Charisma mod.
Based on his Bardic or your Bardic?
I don't know.
Probably yours.
I would assume mine. So that would be...
Is that 2d4 then? Plus my charisma?
So it's double.
Which one did you roll? Was it the Traveler?
2 rolls. No, it is the Renowned Duelist. Number 2.
Oh, wow.
It's time to duel.
Okay, so if Hadrian makes a melee attack... Wait, what?
It's pretty much, he makes a melee spell attack against the target, and it takes...
I think this is just for you. They tell their tales through you.
Yeah, but it says I can, where is it on the list? Because I have it pulled up right now. I can use an action to choose one creature I see within me 30 feet to be the target of the tale's effect.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume I can apply it to Hadrian.
Is that on your character sheet?
No, it's in the rules for Bard and then College of Spirits. Let me just copy.
You can actually choose... Oh, okay. There it is.
I was gonna say I can copy and paste it or
Okay, so
whatever.
I'm still... Because it doesn't make sense, like, if you use this on somebody else who's not a bard, like, they wouldn't have a Bardic Inspiration die. So I'm
Right.
I'm assuming
But that's why I
it's
used it
yours.
on Hadrian.
So your Charisma's 2, so you should have 2 Bardic
Plus.
Inspiration die. So
Well, 2 of my
2 rolls plus Karim. Okay.
2 of my Bardic Inspiration roll. So I don't know
Oh,
if that's
2. Okay,
4
never mind. So, okay. So, Hadrian, if you are to make a melee hit, you will get 2 rolls of Rigurd's Inspiration die plus his Charisma modifier.
And his charisma modifier is +2, and his inspiration die is
I believe it's a
Yeah,
6.
and then
So 2d6
yeah, 'cause
plus 2.
I'm still level 3 Bard, so that's just a D6.
Yeah, but I get 2 rolls, so it's...
Yes, 2D6
Yeah, it's 2d6.
plus 2.
Yeah, okay. So that was your action, and then anything else, Rigurd? You have your movement and your bonus.
I actually don't have my bonus because the bonus is telling the story, the action is applying the effect.
Oh, okay.
I would run.
Interesting.
Nah, I'll stay.
Okay.
I agree with that
That's
reading.
Okay.
Then it is Hadrian.
Well, hearing Rigurd's words, Hadrian is going to pull out his new fancy schmancy.
And you do have it here, yes.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Schmancy.
And then Felix and Char here after.
And he immediately, his instinct is to run in and attack, but something stops him. Like in his tracks, he feels this like pulse of and spirit points already. So this is that.
That it's pulsing.
So it feels this pulse of energy through it, like it's connected to him in some way, and he feels a.
Oh,
You cut out.
You cut out. There's a pulse in him, and he feels what?
He feels a familiar energy going sword.
God, you keep cutting out.
A familiar,
Familiar energy.
A familiar energy going through the sword.
Okay. Oh, that's good enough. And he realizes he realizes like what it is. So instead of a blade attack at first, he is cast firebolt through the sword.
Okay. Who's his target?
It's gonna be the one closest to the steps by John.
On top of this. Okay, right here.
Right here, right there. Yeah.
That guy.
It's gonna be that guy.
Make him red base.
And that will be a where? Oh god, I have two things. Oh, it's that one. There we go. That is a
It is a what?
17.
17, like to hit.
17.
I rolled 17.
Yep, hits.
Oh.
Sorry, your mic keeps cutting out every so often.
Oh fuck. Sorry for cussing.
This man needs a headset.
It's a nice mic. It's.
No,
all right.
I think it's Discord.
Yeah. All right. So, since I attached the spell to the sword, I get an extra D4.
You get an extra D4 or something.
Oh, sorry, no, I get an extra +4. My bad. Not
Okay.
D. +4. So now it's 2d10.
Mighty.
2d10 plus 4.
And
Fireball.
I don't have to refresh it. I don't need
You don't have to refresh it because why?
it's still a cantrip. I don't have to
Yeah.
ability back.
Okay. I'll check your.
Burn, you might want to maybe I'll reset it if you leave, come back real quick.
No, it's like your mic sensitivity settings. If it's on automatic.
Oh yeah.
You might want to change it, but we'll do that later.
Is this better?
You talk for 2 seconds.
It seems
Yeah,
fine,
fair.
but I mean, who knows?
I unplugged it and shit. That is 20.
Ooh, huge damage. Yeah.
Blast.
But still feeling the impact of Rigurd's speech, he will now use his movement speed to charge forward with the
Charging the same
towards-
target.
yeah.
Charge.
And he will make a defensive.
I think you said defensive flourish.
Yes, we're gonna use one of my College of Swords abilities on. And in doing that, I am going to use one of my Bardic Inspiration dice.
So
Deal an X.
this comes from the attack action on your turn to apply
Yeah.
this. You used your attack on the spell.
I have 2 attacks.
You have 2 attacks, not two actions. 2 attacks.
2 attacks per action. So
Well, I
it's-
guess this is kind of an interesting usage.
It's it's coming from the sword, man.
It's thematic. I like it. Go with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do have to hit with
Okay.
it for the defensive to go off.
Right. I have to roll. Yep. And that is a 16.
That will hit.
Woo.
So this
All
will
right,
be
so-
kind of cool if you.
So this is gonna be. So
So
with
you-
defensive flourish,
Yeah, you have damage
I get
from
a-
your sword.
I get 1d6 from the sword, 2 more d6s from
Rigurd.
Rigurd, and then 1 more d6 from me.
I think yours is a D8 because you're a full
yeah.
bard. You should have a higher bardic inspiration die.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
and
you're-
then that d8 also, whatever I roll on the d8 gets added to my AC
Oh fuck. Yeah.
for until the start of my next turn.
Yeah. So your sword attack is a D6 plus your strength or dex. Yeah, probably your dex. And then
7, 15.
another 2d6 plus 2 plus a D8.
Wait, sorry, say that again?
Shit only.
A D6 plus 2, which is your sword attack.
Yep.
2d6 plus 2 from Rigurd.
Hmm.
and then a D8
Okay.
from your flourish.
Okay.
That's a lot of
sorry.
damage.
This is a lot of different things. My bad. The blade is it's 1d6 plus 4 for me, so it's plus 4 plus 2 from what I have. So 10, 15, 21.
Oh, that skeleton's very dead.
Nice.
This is exactly what I was hoping for when I made Rigurd.
Yeah, Hadrian, Rigurd
Big Russ.
can see the spirit resolve itself through Hadrian as he, like, with his new sword that Rigurd has never seen, none of you have seen before, whips off a fireball bolt.
Well, he showed Rigurd on the train.
Not in action. Not what it could
you're
do.
right. Yeah, no.
And then he comes over and cleaves through this thing. If he had been just a little closer, he could have kept that damage flowing through the next monster. But that's the importance of position. Anything else, Adrian?
I want to use my bonus action to give inspiration to Rigurd.
Okay, and then I think that's both your die, right?
Yeah.
How do you inspire me?
After I'm really hype after this kill, so I take out my lyre and start playing. Just happily in the back.
Mid-song battle.
Yeah.
Fucking
Boom!
shredding.
Slash! Let me just play you a ditty. Yeah. Felix.
Just showboating. He's just showboating.
Felix,
Yes.
upon this altar, you can continue to see hands and figures continue to rise from the space around you, between the cracks of tiles, under tiles all around, and they seem to be going past you. It is your turn.
They're not attacking me at all. Not threatening me.
Correct.
Okay.
What's
He is gonna go 5 feet to his right. And then, so you had the camera zoomed out a little bit when you were looking at Hadrian and Rigurd. Can you go back to that? Yes, that exact angle. Can you zoom in though? Go to the right, yeah. So, Felix has a spell now. It's called Wall of Fire, and I want to make sure I understand the mechanics before I cast this. So the way it works is you can either do like one long wall that is like a straight vertical wall.
Yeah.
60 feet high, 20 feet, or 60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick, etc. So if he casts it from that altitude on the stairs, can he like floss to get the third skeleton right in front of, I think if that's Rigurd,
Like this one
maybe?
right
Yeah,
here?
that's Rigurd.
Yeah.
So with a
And then also hit that one down there too, I think. The other one.
if he were over here,
He'll go there.
because
Just as long as he can get it off.
the
The hand of fate.
because to hit that angle, he'd have to go like down or kind of that. Well, it's what is it? How high is it? It's really high. It's 20 feet
It's
high.
20 feet.
20 feet.
Which I counted it. It barely makes it.
20 foot high, and then
It's like burning their tootsies.
Well, the way this spell works is the people only take damage on one side of the wall. And it's 1 foot thick, so I'm thinking literally he could floss between that tile, because it's 2 5-foot squares meeting.
This is your first time using this spell, and you're trying this fucking delicate shit.
Hey man, I like casting, it's fun.
I'm a fucking lose my eyebrows or some shit.
No, it can't hurt you if you're on the other side. I designate a side where the damage comes from. So
Now, does it
all
only
for-
burn them if they're trying to cross through it?
it's if they're within 10 feet of the wall, they take damage.
so you
Interesting.
don't throw a wall, you place a wall,
Essentially, yeah.
and
Fortnite.
like where my line is
He's in
right
build
here.
mode.
Is that where you want it?
Yeah. No. He wants to go diagonal. So
Like
that those
straight
four,
through?
yeah, like flossing between Rigurd and those, like this, thin, yeah, like
So he
that.
wants a
Closest
wall
one
like
to
that.
him, and then the farthest one from him.
Okay. So this would continue to go down.
No,
Yeah,
twist.
kinda-
No. Twist the other way.
Put
Well,
that
it,
dot
Twist
in
the other-
the
it
corner,
goes
yeah.
down like this. You know what I mean?
I think he's
Yeah,
just trying to
I'm-
hit all four is what his
Yeah,
goal
that's
is.
what I'm trying to do.
Yes. Or 3. I mean, I guess as many as you can.
Because the wall is 1 foot thick. It could go between those two diagonally.
The thick ass firewall.
Yeah, I mean, it sure looks like it hits to me.
So I designate which side damages, and I'm obviously designating the skeletons and all my friends.
Can I lock this here?
You can do whatever you want, Papa.
Well, I wanted the line itself to like stay there. I don't know what
If
that was.
Skyrim has taught us anything,
okay.
Draugrs are weak against fire.
So okay.
Thank you.
What side of the wall is it?
That is
Is it this? Let's say the south side or the north side?
South is the damage dealing side.
So if they cross south to north, that's the damage.
Well, if they're within 10 feet of the side at all, and if they cross through it.
Shit.
That's why I wanted to cast it, because it's good.
When it appears, everyone must make it. So that's in the wrong spot. It's about there-ish. And then, so if it's 10 feet of the wall, then Rigurd...
On one side.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's why I'm not going to cast this to damage Rigurd. I want to damage them skellers.
So, okay.
It's
So you're doing it
fine.
like that. Okay, yeah. Then,
Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to do.
Okay, dex saves. Wow.
And the way he casts it, it takes a lot more power than his other spells. He taps into like his tattoo like very intently, and like almost like drags the wall from like thin air, and then like slides it down. It's fire at first. Wait, where's the words? Okay, yeah, he says Naram, and then the fire appears, and then he says Akor, and it becomes white fire that deals cold damage.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
And he's using a sorcery point. For
I was just about to ask if you're sorcering that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And roll your damage, 5d8.
Oh baby,
Jesus.
I don't even know if I have 5d8.
Would have been stronger, but ice doesn't affect Draugr.
Fucking Droga. Alright, wait, I might have enough. Yes, I do.
You could also use D&D Beyond.
Oh god, math.
Feed me numbers.
To anyone?
Ooh, huge. Okay.
Huge. How long does the wall last, by the way?
It's concentration.
A whole minute if he concentrates. Which he will be concentrating his little pee-pee off.
So you're telling me Hadrian and I can't do shit now?
You're on the right side of the wall.
Well, I understand, but how are we supposed to help the others?
It will be very apparent that you cannot cross the wall without taking damage.
I can Misty Step.
Just make sure you're with that. Well, hopefully
It's
Hadrian
30
knows.
feet, he's good.
I was gonna say 10 feet within that wall, you will be hurt. Please do not.
We'll say from this big electric thing to this big electric thing. That's the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so Hadrian and Rigurd, you guys are engaging in your own thing. Char and Arkul are engaged on their side, and Felix, whoosh, this massive wall of fire and flame appears. Anything else, Felix?
He'll just yell out and kind of point while he's like maintaining it.
This side of the wall is dangerous. Be careful.
Char?
While maintaining insane focus.
I'm going to cast Conjure Animals and Conjure 2 Direwolves.
Ooh. Rawr. Rawr.
Rip and tear.
One is gonna go to the skeleton to the bottom left corner, and then the other one is just gonna go to the skeleton, like the middle skeleton, I guess you could call him. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell them to attack any skeletons that pop up and help me out. I roll for their initiative separately.
Sure.
So they go into separate initiative than me, which is a 3. So right after me.
Right after you.
And then I will bonus action shift myself into a saber-toothed tiger.
Ooh.
Not a wolf. Not want to be wolf pack leader. Alpha.
I would, but the saber-toothed tiger is better.
I don't think I have a seed.
We've been using the rat with fangs.
We have, yes.
The rat with fangs.
I'm gonna use
Mally.
Oh, that ferret's pretty intimidating.
use whatever this bear is.
Oh,
Oh
the bear.
god.
Bear pig.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Char, I'll put you on the bridge for now.
Doesn't even fit on the platform.
And is it large?
It is large.
Okay.
Large.
And then George.
Char
We're all
bear.
large over here.
Bear
so.
Char appears.
And then the direwolf, since their initiative is 3 right after me, do you want me to start doing their attacks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they have pack tactics, so the advantage if they're within 5 feet of me or each other.
Oh.
They are of each other.
Alright, so they'll each try to bite, so the wolf on the bottom is going to be a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 13 damage. And then a DC 13 strength save.
He's
Okay.
going down.
And then the top wolf is going to be 22 to hit.
What was the first damage? Was it 13?
13, yep.
13 damage. And then what was the second attack hit?
17 plus 22.
Oh yeah.
And that's going to be for 5 damage. But DC 13 strength save again.
Are their tails just wagging because they're chewing on bone?
Oh, I bet.
Okay, anything else for that?
Breakfast.
Nope, that's all I can do.
Okay. Top of round 2. Arkul.
I'm gonna split myself.
Slit
I'm gonna
yourself.
split myself in between. Yeah. No, I'm gonna split myself
I'm
in
done with
between
this.
the skeleton that I'm engaged with and the other skeletons.
So
I'm gonna attack
here or here?
right there. I'm gonna attack the one that. Yep, I'm attacking that one first.
Arkul
It's
looks
not
like
flawed.
extra red today. I don't know. Maybe it's just the lighting in this space.
I think it's the lighting, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Looks cool as hell.
I'm using the original
Ooh.
Arkul, right? Yeah.
Oh. That's not gonna hit, but I'm gonna use my Channel Divinity to add plus 10 to my attack roll, so that's a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
1d8 plus 2d6.
I don't know where he hides, dude. Like, I searched the whole floor, and I can't find him.
That's 14 damage.
He's just got a little watch on, just like, oh, it's D&D time. Let me just annoy the piss out of him.
No, it's just what he does every day of his life.
Dirty.
Are you attacking again,
Dirty
Arkul?
Mike.
Yeah, how's that one looking?
He's like a singular bone. No, he
Okay,
has
well-
he has enough bone to swing a sword, which is really funny.
Oh, I'm still gonna turn around, and I'm gonna use my breath weapon
Ooh.
in a 30-foot line on the 2 skeletons behind me. Sorry, Char.
Not the wolf! No, I hate the smell of burnt hair.
Oh.
And it's gonna have to make a dex save.
Okay.
Of
DC 12.
roll the damage.
Our
Or
elves
takes-
actually pretty dangerous.
Yeah, no, it fell off my desk. It doesn't count. 14.
That saves. So it'll take half damage.
So 7.
Of 15 damage.
Okay.
John, how the fuck did you know that?
Yeah, that was interesting.
He called the 7 before Arkul even rolled.
I'm
Well, I
sucking,
had-
bitch.
I had it rolled. I rolled 9 and a 6, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Future.
If they save, they take 7 damage. If not, they take 15.
From Arkul. Char,
And then-
did your wolf save?
Yes, he did. So he took 7 damage.
7. In the
I marked
notes,
that.
7
then as-
damage on Wolfie.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith, which is a concentration spell on Char. So this big bear now glows with a little shine of yellow and gold.
Ah.
Is Shield of Faith 30? I thought it was a touch. For some reason, I thought it was a touch spell, not.
It's a 60-foot range.
No.
Wow.
I think it usually is. Like I'm pretty sure it isn't 3-5. But anyway.
So yeah, Char, you have now +2 bonus AC
Perfect,
until
thank you.
lose concentration, or for 10 minutes.
Appreciated.
Anything else cool?
No, I will lay 2 cards face down and end my turn.
2 cards face down. And
You've activated my trap card.
Yugi.
yes.
Yugi boy.
As you guys are engaging with these beasts, there is. Let me see if I can do this. All of you, turn away! No, you don't have to. Where are
I won't look.
This isn't the exact thing, but it'll work.
Yeah.
So I want to see if it does it the way I want it to.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Excuse you?
So you guys are engaged in combat when just very quickly, yeah, you can see it. A shadow of something goes over you guys.
Oh fuck.
And we'll say for the moment you're a bit too occupied in the round because more things do begin summoning. One there.
Brian, were one of those face downs you played Wing Beat of Giant Dragon?
Yeah.
And cool, you did not.
It's actually Lord of D. I've got 2 blue eyes white dragons.
Damn it.
preparing to summon.
So this one is first going to stand.
I hated that fucker.
Arkul, or Char, attack on your wolf. Slutty 20 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
6 damage on the first attack. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
6 damage, and then another 7 for a total of 13 on Welfe.
Okay. So to think that through.
And this one's gonna come. So these 2 are gonna attack you, Char. Ooh, 24 to hit.
Yes.
And then I'll roll the second attack just because. 25 to hit.
Yeah. Well, it would help if Kriv wasn't rolling good.
So
Right?
it has to happen every now and then.
Need to get that dice back that was rolling.
Save it for 3-5, man. Save it for 3-5.
Char, you take 24 damage total.
Oh fuck.
And then Arkul, the ranger that just popped up, is going to take a shot at you.
And I keep my concentration for the wolves, by the way.
For a natural 1.
Yeah, it does.
Yay!
A ranger, you say? A ranger of what? Missing?
Arkul, you're going to get surrounded. Felix just dies.
Just dies. Embarrassment.
Arkul, 18 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, and then Hadrian on you, 19 to hit.
Nope.
How about
Are they taking damage from the wall on their turn?
Good question.
I'm not. I'm not in that line.
Yeah, when
Well,
it's
the
when it's
blue one
turn.
walked through it.
That
Okay,
that
blue
ends.
one.
That
If it ends
your
its
there.
turn there, yeah, I just saw that. My bad. Just wanted to make sure. Because I want him to burn, baby.
Oh, so
with
you can-
coldness.
So the blue one, I think he was right up here.
He was right. He was
Yeah.
right there on
Yeah.
the step. On the step. Yeah. So he's good. He walks.
Yeah, that's a good reminder. He wouldn't. This guy wouldn't sit there and just stay in it. And these guys
They
are
can
on.
pass through it.
No, he was.
Yes,
He was
they
like.
can pass through it.
If he's like in the damage side, you can walk out of it. Is my reading of it. Because he's not. It's when you end. Creature takes same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn, or ends. Still,
Okay,
yeah, he's not entering it.
That's what I was thinking of, because that's how most of those spells are,
And
like
then-
Cloud of Daggers and all that bullshit.
Hadrian, that one missed, so this one will go to you, Rigurd. For Jiminy, fuck! Another natural one. That's 5
Where's
natural
going for the
ones for
most
me
ones?
in like an hour and a half.
That's going for most ones in the campaign.
No, misses. So that's really cool. I'm gonna leave this right here so I can zoom in. And
It's giving.
terrifying.
It is.
Quick,
After
music block.
everything, Rigurd, Hadrian, and then Felix.
Mmm.
I love that.
Gonna
so
use
much.
the restroom real quick.
Yeah. Oh, oops! I haven't been streaming Tailspire. My bad. Hopefully not for very long.
Oh, fuck. I thought it was just kind of, every now and then it kind of flickered in and out of it. Well, shit.
I have like hotkeys to change scenes that I used to use. I should probably get rid of those.
Anyway, Rigurd is going to attack Mr. Purple there.
Mr. Purple.
But I
Recently burned.
recently crispy. Let's go with bursting into a fiery rage.
Raging.
Where's my rage point? There it is. We'll smack Mr. Purple.
Schmack.
Got 20.
Hits.
D6 plus 3. And that landed on my keyboard. What is that? 5. And then... Where's rage? So 7. Yeah, 7 points of damage for the first one.
7 on purple. And where are you? Next attack.
And then I will actually throw one of my +1 hand axes at the one next to Hadrian.
Okay.
That's not great. 14.
That does not hit.
Fuck.
Let me speak.
Fuck!
Can I use an inspiration die to...
Not after you know the result.
Fuck. Wait a second. I have Bardic Inspiration, don't I?
Not after you know the result.
Fuck!
Has to be before.
Which... God, isn't there a spell that does it even after you know the result?
There are a couple. yeah.
Guidance?
No, guidance.
You're thinking of smiting too, right?
Yeah, that's okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
then that's my turn.
After Brigadier General, it is Hadrian, then Felix, then Char.
Brigadier General. You'll be bombard, General.
So how many guys are up? Is there 3?
Yeah, the purple, green, blue new guy who appeared behind the giant wall of fire, and there are some remaining on the opposite side.
Oh, God.
So Rigurd attacked purple.
I tried to attack blue and missed.
Oh, I thought you said purple.
No, I attacked purple, hit him, second attack, threw an axe at blue and missed.
Okay. And then did the blue take damage through the firewall? Did we determine that?
No.
Or did we leave it open-ended?
I believe he took it. Well, okay.
He initially took it, did not take it the second time.
Yeah.
He initially took it. Yep, I just
Yes.
wanted to make sure. Okay. So Hadrian is going to cast Firebolt through the sword again. Am I cutting out again?
No.
No, my favorite.
Through the sword again.
And now, that is a ranged attack. Does it say specifically if there isn't a disadvantage imposed from being within 5 feet of the guy?
Let me look.
Now you know.
I think it would be.
God, this is very annoying.
Why I chose to send that now, I don't know.
I might need to take myself off camera.
Hold on, what did you send him?
Nothing.
It doesn't explicitly say anything about disadvantage.
Okay, because you're within. Hold on, I'm gonna beat you, Christian, just until it's your turn.
Alright, yeah, dude, I'm sorry.
So, yes, because you're within 5 feet of an enemy and it's a range attack, it will have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Fine
Where'd you go?
then.
There you are.
Yeah. Am I allowed to pivot away from that, or?
You can move away, yeah, but he'll take an attack of opportunity.
No. I meant can I cast it at someone else, or
Yeah.
am I allowed to change my mind? All right. I will attack.
You cut out there. Did you say purple?
He
Purple.
did.
Okay, go ahead.
Purple.
Now, since you're attacking through me, does that give him, like, half cover or some shit? Well, actually, no, I'm small, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I should be able to see over him.
What do you call me, short?
Yep.
You called yourself short. You asked the question. And then answered it. With, yes, I am short.
Fuck you.
17.
That'll hit.
Cool.
Rigurd's meant for fucking breaching a house.
Fucking.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
I will be right back.
No, don't leave.
God, I love how all these tales persist until I tell a new one.
20.
That's sick.
20 damage?
20 damage.
Oof, yeah, he's done.
This +4 thing has really made this to a really good.
Mm-hmm. Dude, as soon as I rolled that fucking 2 for the story, I'm just like, oh, I know exactly who I'm giving this to. Just got a brand new fucking sword.
Love that.
Another sword.
So he's
And
done, and then I can. Are we allowing for the? I guess let's not set a precedent here. If I'm casting through the sword, can I also melee?
If I'm casting through the sword, can I also melee?
Just like last turn.
Uh,
I just want to make sure that I don't keep trying to do this, and it.
I'll like look up the rule. If I had to guess, rules is written. It's probably like cantrip for cantrip as like the action or attacking with the sword for an action.
So do I get? Can I use Firebolt again since I have 2 attacks?
Yeah, you can just cast it regularly.
I can cast it through the sword either way.
Yeah.
I don't run out of chances through the sword.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we'll just do that then for continuity's sake. I will attack the green one this time.
Singeing a little bit more of Rigurd's hair every time. Just
Attack that roll.
Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Gimme.
That one's gonna
Gimme.
miss.
ooh, he's gonna die.
Fun fact, you guys, for your guys' campaign, you crossed 100 natural 20s for the campaign so far.
Yay!
Last episode.
And
I
this
think-
one will be 15 damage.
Even with the +2 from me and the 2
I don't have that anymore, do I?
no, it persists.
It does?
Yeah.
Crib.
Let me see here.
I mean, until, from what I'm reading,
But I didn't. Does it work for magic attacks too? First of all.
No.
No, it's melee. It's melee only.
Yeah.
So no. I don't get it
Okay.
because I'm casting.
Firebolting.
Ah, damn it.
He's gooning.
I think it's. I don't think it's. I think it's just. You give that it's like an inspiration die thing. You give it to them to use, and when they use it, it's gone. Is my reading.
But anyway, 15 damage to the green guy.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Oh, okay. Yay!
Anything else, Hadrian?
I am gonna make the assumption that Rigurd can deal with this last one and use... Wait, actually, am I allowed to do that? Hold on.
What are you
I don't think I
doing?
am. Trying to Misty Step, but I don't know if I can.
You can. So your first two actions were just cantrips.
Right. But I already gave Rigurd. I gave Rigurd inspiration.
That is not a spell. That's part of the bard kit.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
Well, and then your inspiration was gone like 2 turns ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll Misty Step over the barrier towards the one. Honestly, like, what's the easiest? I have 30 feet for it, I think, right? Yeah.
Just as long as you're 10 feet
Yeah, I'll get as close.
past.
Yeah, I'll be 10 feet past. I'll get as close to I'll get as close to the one in the middle without in his like opportunity attack.
You don't want to be in his attack range.
Hey, Jan.
So you want to be like
What
there.
I'll come back.
No, that's not it. Do you not see the moving shadow looming over?
Yeah, but
This
What
one.
if the dragon
This one?
decides to just land? Yeah, what if the dragon decides to just land?
well, then I'll be fine. There's a lot of zombies over here, and I think
I don't think you're gonna be fine when you're on the shadow.
I'll be
Anything
all right.
else, Adrian?
No.
Felix Char and then beasts.
Have video games taught you nothing?
I have a new
Dance
spell I
too
want
long
to
under
use.
the shadow, it's gonna get you.
I don't think I can move the wall of fire. I think it has to stay there. As long as he concentrates, though, it's still there.
Most spells tell you if you can move it.
Yeah, it's not movable, I don't think.
It's like a bonus action to move, and it usually says that.
I do not believe I can. So he'll keep the wall there. Can he, like, maintain concentration, but, like, observe this altar, like, what it is? Like, he wants to, like, look at the details of it. Like, what the fuck is going on in this dream?
Yeah. So as long as you're not as long as you're not willingly ending that concentration, as long as you're not casting another spell with concentration,
Yeah.
it stays for the minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, he wants to do that.
Make an Arcana check.
Gladly.
Gladly.
10.
Maybe it's this. Maybe it's because this is another part of the sequence he doesn't understand where exactly in time this is, how long it took to get here, where this is. I mean, look at this place.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's still in shock from he just killed someone, and it kind of seems like this is the beginning of where it starts. Who knows if what they're doing is even worth fighting for. He's not particularly sure what he can glean from this very stressful situation.
Yeah, then he'll just stay there and maintain concentration on the wool.
In the wool, Char and Char beasts.
Char, as the saber-toothed tiger, is going to attack the top skeleton
Pachow.
with a claw attack.
A claw.
19 to hit
I'll hit.
for 7 damage.
7.
And then the bottom wolf will continue to attack that guy in the corner.
Okay.
For a 17 to hit
Yeah.
for a 10 damage.
Nice.
And then the top wolf is gonna attack the top skeleton.
Okay.
Yep. Probably not 12 to hit.
Does not.
Okay.
Anything else, Char? Do you want to move at all?
Nope.
Very well. Arkul.
I'm gonna hit the one that's right in front of me first.
Which one?
The one that I'm facing.
Okay. Yeah.
with a 22 to hit.
Well,
And I'm not using sneak attack on that, so it's 6 damage.
yes, 6 damage is enough to fell the bitch. And because... okay, you have not touched this other one yet. Because you still beat the AC of the one next to you, and you have damage remaining, the slice carries through and deals an additional 5.
Nice.
And yeah,
Well,
you
then I'm
still have your
going-
turn ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm going to use my second attack on the one to my right.
Slice.
And that's going to use this die.
What's that ability, by the way, that makes the damage carry over?
A optional house rule from the suggested from the Dungeon Master's Guide, which I really liked. I think it's very cool.
25 to hit.
No.
No? Okay.
Don't be silly. Roll your damage.
That's a 1d8 plus sneak attack. And you know what?
What?
Let's pump a level 1 smite in there into that too.
Smart.
Schmaddle.
That's what, an extra 2d6. Where's that at? Yeah, 2d8. 2d8, yeah. 1d8 and 2d8. All right. 25 damage.
Dang.
That's
good.
That's all that was left.
Oh. Smite.
25?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get wrecked,
Oh.
noob.
Yeah, you see, I bring my sword back, and then I just twist the handle a little bit, and you see a little shine come straight up the blade, and I just bring it straight up through.
Nice.
Perhaps it's your newfound powers since having
Oh god.
left the Mordicopia. Perhaps it's better teamwork. Perhaps it's different things. The fight does seem to be going in your favor until Bajoish. Down from above drops this decrepit-looking dragon with a rider upon its back. And we're gonna stop there.
Oh my god. Are you
Nice.
shitting me?
It's
No.
isn't it?
Not even 10 o'clock yet.
We're gonna have to stop there.
Morta, isn't it?
Oh my.
It's fucking Morta, isn't it?
No.
And
Oh.
it's not Morta.
No.
That's a good idea, but it's not Morta.
Jenny?
Continue.
We are going to stop there because we got some people
Oh
who gotta
my-
go to
no.
bed, me included.
Freaking gosh. Oh my freaking gosh.
We could go till 10:30. I saw it in the chat. No.
This might work out better for me though, in case Bridget calls me.
Yeah. Let's do
God
that.
damn it, Bridget!
I know. My parents out of town, otherwise they'd go pick her up.
I mean, Joe does this somewhat frequently. Are we surprised?
No.
I mean, this is a pretty good spot to...
Every day of my life.
I'm writing
Oh,
down
God.
all my wolf's HPs so I have them for next time.
Yes.
The cliffhanger is very good, but fucking I hate it.
Alright, we are going to stop there. We'll be back in... What did we say? Did we agree on a schedule in 2 weeks?
22nd.
Yeah.
Thursday.
We did, yeah. We'll be back in 2 weeks for the remainder of this fight, for the arrival at Dragon's Veil, which would actually be kind of cool that that's how that's going to work out. We'll return. See you later.
I...
Later, you fuckers.